podcast in Jesus, openness, and encouragement.
Welcome to the Encouraging Thoughts with Tomi podcast.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tomi the Encourager back again with another podcast episode. And I've been thinking a lot that girl, you need to get up again. Yes, I said it, need to get up again. Now, this is very close and personal because this is March and it's Women's International Month. So happy International Women's Day because on March 8th, that's my birthday and it's International Day as well too. So I'm excited because this is actually an episode that I've been wanting to actually talk about. And honestly, again, the title of this is called Girl Get Up Again. There's just a lot of this that I've been really feeling, especially as I've been fasting with God this year, January to now. And just so a lot of things that's changes in 2026. There's just something about this time where I feel like it's a hustle, but it's not like just this like hustle where we're just like, okay, we're getting up or just getting money, we're doing this. It's like, I don't know, it's just like knowing your calling type of hustle. I think that's what we're gonna call it, knowing your calling type of hustle. There's just something about knowing your purpose. And when you know your purpose, it's like almost like God and you are just like, boom, let's go and let's go for it, right? And that nobody and nothing can ever stop you to get that. But I do understand that times where probably in a good momentum, you're going for it, you're like, okay, let's go there, let's do this. And you're just kind of like, okay, we're doing this. And then, we all have times and moments where life just happens and you just kind of stop. You stop kind of going after what maybe God has told you to do. You probably just get in the rhythm. Maybe you're just chilling more at home, or you're not really doing the things that you know yourself that you're like, okay, I want to do this when it comes to career, business, life in general, family, friends, whatever that is for you. And so I'm here to remind you because I'm your encourager I'm here to remind you again as your encourager to girl, get up again. Now I say this because with myself, I have to get up again. I say this with love. And so much where, especially last year, there was a time and I say this more working out because this is the biggest thing right now that I've been trying to be healthier as I'm getting older. I'm 32, y'all. I'm going to turn 33. March 8. Okay, let me focus. I'm going to be turning 33 and I'm grateful to God as I'm getting older, wiser, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, my body's not a spring chicken no more, right? Like it's not bouncing back like it was when I was in my 20s, where if I was working so hard, maybe I just had one day of rest and then the next day I'm like, okay, let's go, let's do it again. No, my body literally needs a whole week now to kind of just like, let's chill, let's lay in this bed. Don't talk to me. I don't even feel like I'm now starting to get to a place where I feel mentally stimulated. And it's so funny because I talk to my mom now and I just say, thank you. Like she had kids and she was going through a lot. She was a single parent and she was having kids and working and doing what she had to do. I don't have kids yet. I'm not married yet. By the grace of God, I will be married soon, one day soon. But I'm not married yet. And so I'm already tired and overstimulated. And so I can imagine like having kids at this time. I'm like, oh my God, I see why my mom had moments where she's just like, y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to stop. Because as I'm now an adult too, I'm starting to realize those things that sometimes you just need a moment where you just like, please, everybody, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. You just want to kind of like bed rot or couch rot, honestly. And I think that's okay. You need to have moments like that. But if it's all the time, then it's kind of like, okay, sis, we need to get up again. So that's what's been happening for me from last year. So like there was about 3 months in last year in 2025 where I was like working out all the time. I was moving my body. I was being consistent for the most part. I mean, you have some days where you get your lady friend, your period, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then you get back up. And I had accountability with my best friend and our other friend where we had a group chat and we were actually doing really pretty well. And that helped me a lot. So we will send pictures saying I went to the gym, workout done, and that was a really good like place. But then I think holidays started to come, y'all, and you already know the food. And I feel like that time everybody kind of wants to hibernate a bit more. You kind of feel a little bit, and I know they talk about this whole seasonal depression and like everything turns a bit darker and stuff. So you're a little bit more like, I just want to be in my cocoon. I just want to eat food and drink hot chocolate. I just want to be cuddly and just warm. I don't feel like going outside. Like it starts to get to like that, especially during the holiday season, right? You got Thanksgiving, you got your Christmas, you got your New Year's. You just got it's a time to be festive. It's a time to be with family, which is totally beautiful. But again, when you have goals and you know what you're supposed to do, it's one of those things where you kind of like, okay, yes, it's festive. You want to have those moments, but you know your future self will thank you when you keep going at it. So I had a moment where not a moment, a long moment actually, that I just kind of actually just stopped working out because I was just like, I'm tired. I've been moving so much throughout the year, working on stuff, business, life, work, everything. I just kind of, I was just like, and plus also I moved still in the same city, but I moved. So that was another thing too that I think my routine actually changed. And that's something that we could probably get into. But my retreat routine changed a bit. And I feel like I just wasn't feeling like, okay, let me get back in my routine, which I know what to do. I need to pack my clothes, make my food, all that stuff to kind of get back in. But I think once I moved and everything was kind of like things shifted and my brain was just like, let's just like chill. Let's just like rest. Like, you don't have to go to the gym. You can lay in this bed. You've been working really hard. Like, and it's true. You need to have your rest. You need to chill. But I think that's where I started getting to that rhythm again. And I was actually eating more junk foods and not really eating the best foods and eating out more. And so I know how my body feels when I keep doing that and don't actually move my body, drink water, and eat healthy food. So this is why I said, girl, get up again, because I say this more to myself. Where now this year, especially in January, I started again. I was like, all right, let's get back in our routine. Let's wake up early in the morning. So your girl wakes up at 5:30, y'all, to get to this gym. So then before I get into work, because I start work around 8. I need to get, but mind you, I'd be late to work sometimes, but we're not going to tell my boss that. So I get away with some stuff, but I go to the gym because if I go in the morning, it's better. If I go at night, I'm not going after work because I just can't. My body is tired. I talk too much. I've moved a lot. We just need to go home, shower, sleep, all that good stuff, right? So with that, anyways, uh, I just feel like now I'm starting to get back in my routine again and starting to do the healthy eating. And it's easy, especially when it's like New Year. You're kind of like, okay, let's go. And I don't really do New Year resolution. Honestly, this is just more of a like a lifestyle because at the end of the day, I am getting older. Like I said, I'm turning 33 this year, this March, this month. Woohoo! And I want to continue to take care of myself. Like I recognize that my body is giving me signs at times saying, hey girl, that was probably a little bit too much salt, or put down that ice cream. This is not going to be good for you very well. So it's like, these are the things that I'm just like, okay. So that's why I say, girl, get up again. I know you're tired. I know you've probably been at this for the longest, but as you've been probably hearing me and you've been following me, you have to understand that consistency helps you to move forward. Little steps help you to move there. And I think that's something that I'm learning. It's not about being perfect, it's just being consistent. Many times when I see all these people like online, like all these ladies where they kind of do that year journey where they will show them when they're a bit bigger and stuff like that, maybe not the most toned. And then a year later, like they show you how they look. And every time you hear them, it's just like all they did was just do the consistent stuff, go to the gym, eat healthy, drink lots of water, got their protein. Like there's no rocket science to it, but you sometimes think like, oh my God, they just did that overnight. They were able to do that. But it's like, no, that's just like, let's not deceive ourselves. It takes time, it takes a lot of hard work. So for me, that's where I'm at. I am getting up again and trying to get into my routine, a structure, because I think people don't realize and that routine and structure is highly important. I feel like when you're little, you're kind of like in this place where you're just like, I don't want to like have a routine and structure. I want to do whatever I want. I remember I think I was little, I was like saying when I'm an adult, I will go out anytime I want. I would do whatever I want. Mind you, yes, there's that. But as you're getting adult, especially when you're busy, you're kind of like, nah, I want to stay inside. Like I want to sleep. It's like a luxury now to be in your home actually, because you know how they always say like you're paying too much bills and too much high rent or whatever for you not to stay in your house. Like you're paying all the like bills, so people are like, I'm gonna enjoy my rent. I'm gonna enjoy my bills. So I feel like I'm at that stage of my life. Like I'm gonna enjoy my rent because I'm paying this rent money. Like I'm gonna enjoy it. Like don't get me twisted. It's a luxury to be home now. It's too expensive to go outside, y'all. Groceries be too much, gas be too much. You go out to an event, you're spending probably like $100 and more, and you won't even try to look for it. Yeah, like, mm-mm. So, anyways, I feel like now what I'm learning as I'm getting older is that structure and routine is highly important for you to like be consistent and get to where you're going. And of course, like God is first and foremost. But I feel like that's what He teaches me is that have structure routine. when you're little, you feel like the structure routine is like a prison. Like, I think for me, I remember my mom would be like, no, go to sleep at this time, do this, do that, and was on me on stuff. And I used to be like, why does she not want me to have fun? Like, why does she just want me to do this? Look at my friends. Like, I used to do that. Like, you must see my friends. They're all like, now I'm older and I actually recognize, like, and I'm very grateful that she was really on me about routine and structure because it actually helps me a lot. It helps me a lot to be focused, to stay sane, honestly. And it helps me to understand, okay, we're moving towards a goal. And I think that's the thing where, for me, I need structure and routine in my life. I need kind of like a repetition. I'm the type of person that, I know people don't like this, but I can eat almost the same thing every day if I'm really kind of like, all right, this is what we're doing. Because if I don't meal plan or meal prep or whatever they call those things and kind of have that together, I would then say, okay, I'm going to go spend money here. And then, mind you, now I'm spending money on food and also eating not maybe the best food in there. So I'm not really saving money, I'm not really eating healthy, and it's not helping me at all in the long run. So routine and structure is highly, highly important for this. And I think that's where, as us encouragers, we need to put routine and structure in order to be consistent. You said that you have a goal. You said you want to go after your career or a job or your business or be more around your family. You said that for yourself. You probably had your own January type of goals that you started, right? This year, let's do it. Let's be intentional about it. Let's work on those things. Like, let's do that, because again, nobody's stopping you. You're not in a place where you prayed for this. You're over here like, oh, I had to do this and that and that. And now, okay, great. Now let's thrive. Let's really work on those things. So that's why I'm saying, girl, get up again. Because I think the thing is, when I say get up again, it's that it's not to say like, oh my gosh, you're back down. Like, look at you. Why are you being lazy? No, you're not lazy. I'm not lazy. You're not lazy. Because I know you've been putting in work. But we have moments where, yes, we need a moment to stop, to shift, to just like, let me breathe for a minute, but then get up again and keep going. Because when you know your calling and who you are, nothing and nobody can tell you stop doing anything, not even yourself. And so that's why I'm here to encourage you, get up again, girl, because you know that you're called to for something and God has something greater for you, and we all need to see it. But if you keep staying where you're at, we won't see the amazingness that God has told you to do, and we know we're going to be blessed by it. So please, girl, get up. We're looking forward to it. Honestly, we really want to see it. I think that some things to help you in this sense of getting up again is, again, write down your goals. Know your purpose first and foremost. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added on to you, right? Remember your purpose again. Go back to God. Go back to the drawing board. I think sometimes, again, and this is human thing, this like, I think we sometimes put this thing where we feel like we have to always be on all the time. We have to be consistent. If one day we miss it, we're like, oh my God, I failed. I didn't do this right. No, 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 no. You're just human. It's okay. It's okay. Thank God for grace. God gives us grace. It just means, okay, what's going on? What happened? That's a reflection time for you. Okay, the reason why is because this happened, or this emergency happens. Life happens. Now what's important for you is to recognize that, sit in it, and then get back into the game again. Like, get back into where you're going, right? I think that's important, for that you recognize it, see it, and say, okay, I see that, handled it, everything's good. We thank God. Now back into my routine and structure. So I think making sure to know your why and your purpose and reflect, knowing and reflecting on those past challenges, those the obstacles, what kind of made it hard, and how you're still moving today is going to really help you to continue to get up again and not lose focus into this. And then, of course, the biggest thing is like, talk to God. Talk to God about this. I think people, for myself as well too, it's like we feel like we have to do everything ourselves. We think we have to, like, okay, I have to do this and I have to do that, I have to go here, I got to do this myself, I'm the only one that gets it. No, sis, you're not the only one. God gets it way more than any of us can even get it, right? And he has put people around you to even get it with you, so you can run this race. We're not supposed to run this race alone. We're supposed to run it with God and the people he has given us. So that's going to help you. So have accountability. Tell somebody that you feel, that you trust, that you say, okay, this is my goal this year, is to work out, or my goal this year is to start my business, or my goal this year is to do a podcast, or whatever that is for you. My goal this year is to get a new job. My goal this year is just to feel more intentional taking care of myself. That's great. So share that with someone that you trust. Share that with someone that you know that they can really have your back and accountability. So those moments that you just feel like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, they can remind you, be like, hey, remember earlier this year you said you wanted to do this? Come on, you got to do this. Remember, your future self is going to thank you. So those are the things. Have that accountability. Write down your plan, your purpose, your why. Remember that. Talk to God about it. Maybe there's even a new insight that He needs you to understand, and maybe a new pivot. Because sometimes we may think we're going a certain way, and then God is like, actually, I don't want you to go that way. Go this way. So that's why it's like important to always stay in relationship with God, because He always makes sure to direct our steps and our path. I think a big thing as well too is to give yourself grace. As you're getting up, you're gonna have times where you're gonna get back down. Let's be real. I think we sometimes just think like, once I'm up, no one can do it. Yes, no one can. But I think it's the what is the issue is not to stay down. It's a difference. It's girl, get up again. You can get up as many times as you want. Many times as you want. No one's gonna come at you and be like, oh my God, you're getting up again? Oh, get up again. Yes, that's good. Because when you stay down, that's actually like you're giving up. And I don't want you to give up. You're meant to do something great in this life. I don't know what that is for you, but you're meant to keep getting up. How many times in the Bible where God is always telling us, do not worry, cast all your worries, do not worry. Like He's saying, do not worry, like 6 million times in my opinion. I think there's an actual number count to it. But He knows this because He knows the enemy could try to come into our minds and make us feel like, am I doing this right? I'm not enough. I'm not pretty. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. No, you are that. And so much more. You are made above rubies. You are amazing. Like, stop believing the lies. So the moment that you stay down, the moment that you're just like, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore, I give up, or you throw the towel in the ring, it's the moment that I feel like the enemy will be like, yes, look at us today. We won. No, we can't let him win. When he's over here spreading all this craziness in this world, we need people like you that will spread God's joy, His love, His peace. So girl, get up again, because we can't have all this craziness anymore. This chaos that people are believing these days and thinking it's okay to be rude to one another or be mean or not look after your neighbor or whatever in X, Y, and Z. Like, no. So I think that's what we have to understand, is that the moment you stay down is the moment the enemy think he can win. And we can't have that. So get up as many times as you need, sis. It don't matter. But as long as you keep getting up, that's it. It's going to be hard. Let's be real. You're going to go through some obstacles. You're going to face some challenges. It's going to be difficult. Let's be real. Even God tells us it's going to be, that we're going to go through some type of suffering. But the difference with us is that we have Jesus. We have God that helps us to understand that we can make it through. That's the difference. It's not by our strength, but by His. So you have to remember that. That should be your motivation. That's the only thing I'm telling you right now that is getting me up every day to be like, all right, let's get to work. Let's get to the gym. Let's do this. Let's do that. If it's not God, then I don't know what else would have motivated me, because they ain't family and friends. Let me be real with you. They ain't people. Us people were wavy. One day we're happy. One day we're sad. One day we're angry. One day we're happy again, or joyful, or whatever. But God, He's consistent. There's no one day He's happy, one day He's this. And even if when He's angry, He still shows love. He still shows grace. He still is consistent. That's the most consistent one we ever know. Consistency comes from Him. Remember that. Consistency comes from God. He's the one that created consistency. And He even took a rest day. Remember when He created the world and the earth and the animals and Adam and Eve? Took about 6 days. And on the seventh day, He rested. So He even understands the rhythm. He was consistent, He rested, and He still kept going. That's it. So consistency starts from God. So that's the one that you got to get with Him and talk about this, because He's going to help us to give us the strength, the capacity, the bandwidth to keep going, because He didn't ask us to do it ourselves. He didn't say, put it on your back, Tomi, and keep on going. No. And you might feel some mandate that it feels heavy, but this is where you say, God, I feel heavy right now. I feel burdened. I feel tired. What is going on? And mind you, that's what he wants us to do, is to talk about those things. If you're feeling some type of way, say it. It's okay to acknowledge that you're not feeling the best right now. It's okay to acknowledge and say, God, I don't feel the best right now. I'm actually really tired. I know you told me to do this, but I really don't want to. And he probably will be like, okay, rest today. Rest, my child. I love you. I don't want you to feel burdened. And he carries it with us. He's there with us. He's the one that will go before us and even show us our paths. So, sis, get up again. I know you're tired. I know it's a lot. I know negativity tries to come at us like crazy, and so much things are in our way today that feels like it's just making us lose focus. But remember who you are. You're God's child. Don't allow the world or anything, even the enemy, to knock you off your course. And if you even fall down, it's okay. You can dust yourself up and get back up again. That's the thing with God. What I love so much about him is that even if we fail, even if we sin, he still is there and says, hey, let's talk about this. And then he helps us with it, and he helps us to refocus and to heal from it. And then he gives us the grace to say, let's keep going. And he still blesses us. Y'all, we're spoiled. Like, to tell God the other day, I said, God, you really do spoil me a lot, which I love. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm still not doing things that you want me to do at times. I feel like I still try to take things in control of my hands, trying to say, okay, do this, or tell someone to do it this way. And yet you still bless me. I sinned today, and I'm going to sin tomorrow, and yet you still bless me. And so I think we have to remember that he didn't call us to be perfect. He just called us to follow him. It's like, literally, like, it's like my mind right now as I'm talking about this is like a newborn baby, right? Or not even a newborn baby, like a 1-year-old. When they're trying to walk, they're falling down many times, right? They're waddling. They're like, they're so cute. They're holding on to things. And then guess what? The parents are right there like, walk, come on, right? They're like literally telling, come on, walk. And the baby's just like, But guess what? They will fall. And then even the baby will be like, I fell. And then it's like, get back up. Because the parents are what? Come on. They're encouraging. They're encouraging the child. The child is hearing that. It's hearing positivity, positive words. Hearing their mom and their dad saying, get up, come on. You could do it. You can do it. Get up. Yes. And the child is just laughing. I don't know. I don't see a lot of children when they're trying to walk really crying. Maybe they do, but I don't really see that. If anything, they're just curious and they're just like, oh, what is happening? I'm trying to walk, but I'm falling. And they keep getting back up. Why? Because they have their parents right there that's encouraging them. That's the same thing with our Father. As we're waddling, as we're walking in this life, literally, God is saying, come on, keep going. Yeah, you're doing great. Like he's coaching us. He's literally coaching us. Like he's like, come on. And we're just like, oh, okay. And then we fall and he's like, no, okay, get up. Right? And sometimes he'll pick us up. And sometimes he's like, no, let me see. Let me wait. Because we have me and this person, me and my child, we have relationship. They know my voice. So they know that even if I don't come there right away and pick them up and lift them up, they hear my voice and they get up. Ooh, that's a word. I don't know who needed to hear that. That's a word. That's a word. No, for real. What is it? Their sheep know his voice. My voice. He says that. We know his voice. We're his sheep. We're his children. So every time we get back down, he reminds us to say, get up, come on, follow me, hear my voice. Just like Peter walking on the water, the same thing as well. Literally, Jesus was saying, come, walk. And Peter got out of that boat, started walking. He was focused. As Jesus was calling to him and telling him to come, he was focused. But once the waves started crashing, he lost focus. He got scared. And then he started sinking. Do you see that? That's the thing. That's life. Life will come and start hitting us. And the moment we start looking at it and we're like, the moment is where God is like, no, don't worry about that. Keep coming. Come on. Walk. Come on, my child. I love that. I feel like I'm gonna be like, like waddling to God all the time now. But yeah, that's it. Like, listen to his voice. Listen to what he has to say. Understand that he's there. He's telling us to walk, to keep coming. He knows we're gonna probably fall down. He doesn't expect us to always keep being up and say, "Oh, I did everything right." No, no, that doesn't earn us anything. But rather, when you fall down, are you gonna continue to listen to him and get back up as he's encouraging you to keep going? Yes, because that's who we are. We're gonna do that because we're his shape. We know him. We have that relationship with him. So understand that, girl, my sis, my encourager. You're amazing. Keep listening to him. Don't listen to what the world has to say. During this month, find ways to be intentional in taking care of yourself. Create your plan. Go back to God. Talk to him about your why, your purpose, whatever that is that you set for yourself this year. Talk to him about it. I think it's in Habakkuk where it says, "Make write the plan and make it simple so someone else can hear it and run with it." Write it down if you have to. Put it up. If you see my wall right now, I have so many things up on my wall. It's not even funny. Things I've written in the past, things I've written currently, a lot of things, because those are the things that helped me as I was talking to God to keep going. And it's a reminder for me. Put those reminders for yourself. Remind yourself of where you were before it, and now look at you today. You can do this. You got up before and you can get up again. That's why this is get up again. That's it. Girl, get up again. Don't let the enemy make you feel like you have to stay down. No, get up again because God is encouraging us to keep going. And I'm just really excited because in this year, especially for myself and just women in general, I think there's just something in me today that I just feel like I have this type of confidence that no one can take it back. No one can take it away. And I'm grateful to God because there was times where I just feel like, timid and feel like, oh, I don't know, and low self-esteem. And the old Tomi will be so proud again of this Tomi today, where I can now talk to you all and share things of my life. And I pray I can share more of these things, and I will, because I know there's someone out there that needs to hear this. I know my why and my purpose and my calling. And that's what motivates me to keep getting back up here to do this because I don't want other people to give up. I don't want other people to believe the lies of the enemy like I did for so long, making me think my voice is too much or I'm not enough. No, we are enough. So, sis, get back up again. You got this. It's going to be a good year. And even if you fall down, guess what? You can get up what? Again. So I'm excited for us. And I believe it's going to be a great year. And I just pray as you're hearing this that God would just continue to speak to you and help you to understand the amazing woman that you are. It's not just this month to recognize that you're an amazing woman. It's all the time. There was no mistake when God created you. Women are special. We're amazing. And I'm just so grateful that I'm a woman. That's it. Because he made us special and there was no mistake with us. So remember that. To get up again, girl. And remember, the world needs more encouragers. Are you in?